It was the sound of a basketball bouncing that first captured his attention, the rhythmic echo reverberating through the walls of his childhood home. His world wasn't one of traditional childhood games or leisurely days spent in schoolyards. Instead, Kobe Bryant's world was filled with the crisp bounce of a basketball, the swish of a perfect shot, and the unyielding determination to be the best. Born on August 23, 1978, in Philadelphia, the youngest of three siblings, Kobe's life unfolded with a unique set of circumstances. By the age of 6, his family had moved to Italy for his father's career in basketball. This shift would define his childhood, providing him with a distinct blend of European influences and American basketball dreams. He grew up not just in Italy, but in the gym, honing his skills and understanding the nuances of the game in a way few kids could imagine. But even with such a unique upbringing, it was always clear that one thing would remain constant. Kobe Bryant was destined to follow in his father's footsteps, not just as a basketball player, but as someone who would redefine the game. His parents, Joe "Jellybean" Bryant, a former NBA player, and Pamela Bryant, an American woman with a fierce and independent spirit, could never have known that their youngest child would grow up to be one of the most iconic basketball players the world had ever seen. Kobe's early years were marked by basketball. His father's legacy in the sport cast a long shadow over his childhood, and it was clear from the beginning that Kobe's destiny was tied to the game. His father, Joe Bryant, had played in the NBA and later continued his career overseas in Italy. When Kobe was just 6 years old, his family moved to Italy to support his father's professional aspirations. Italy, though far from Philadelphia, became a second home to Kobe. The country's cultural richness, the language, the food, and the rhythm of daily life all had an influence on his upbringing. Yet, it was the basketball courts of Italy where Kobe truly began to hone his love for the game. He would spend hours in the gym, emulating the moves he'd seen from his father, watching as his father worked with other professional players and coaches. While his peers were out playing soccer, Kobe was in the gym practicing basketball, perfecting his shooting form, his footwork, and his basketball IQ. This immersion in the game from such an early age laid the foundation for the skills that would eventually make him a global superstar. By the time he was a teenager, Kobe had already developed a reputation for his skills, not just in Italy, but across Europe. He began playing for various youth teams and had an unrelenting work ethic that set him apart from others. His natural talent was undeniable, but what truly set him apart was his fierce competitiveness, his willingness to outwork anyone who dared to challenge him. While most of his friends were spending their time engaging in other activities, Kobe's mind was already focused on one thing: basketball. At the age of 13, the Bryant family moved back to the United States, settling in the suburbs of Philadelphia. This was a pivotal moment in Kobe's life. He was now entering the American basketball scene, where competition was fierce and the expectations even higher. Kobe's transition back to American life was not without its challenges. He was adjusting to a new culture, a new school, and a new competitive environment. He enrolled in Lower Merion High School in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, and quickly became a standout player on the school's basketball team. His talent was unmistakable, and it didn't take long for him to become the talk of the town. In his sophomore year, Kobe made an immediate impact, averaging over 30 points per game. He led his team to a league championship and earned a spot on the All-Delaware County team. By his junior year, he had already established himself as one of the best high school players in the country. The rumors about his incredible potential were no longer just whispers, they were a deafening roar. What truly separated Kobe from his peers, however, was his mindset. While other players at his age were simply enjoying the game, Kobe had a singular focus: to become the best. He wasn't satisfied with being a good player. He wanted to be the best player to ever step onto the basketball court. This drive would eventually be dubbed the Mamba mentality, a relentless pursuit of excellence that would define every aspect of his career. In his senior year, Kobe led Lower Merion to a state championship and was named the Naismith High School Player of the Year. The accolades came pouring in. College recruiters from all over the country were clamoring to sign him, offering scholarships to prestigious universities. But Kobe had already made up his mind. He was going straight to the NBA. Kobe's decision to skip college and declare for the NBA draft was met with mixed reactions. Some praised his confidence and readiness, while others doubted whether a high school player could succeed in the professional league. But Kobe was unshaken. He had been preparing for this moment his entire life. In 1996, at the age of 17, Kobe Bryant was selected 13th overall by the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA draft. However, within hours of the pick, he was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, a move that would change the course of his life forever. It was here, in the bright lights of Hollywood, that Kobe would begin his legendary career. The early years in the NBA were challenging for Kobe. As a teenager, he faced the difficult task of adjusting to the speed and intensity of professional basketball, but Kobe's work ethic, his determination to succeed, and his unrelenting desire to be great pushed him through the obstacles. In his rookie season, Kobe became the youngest player to ever appear in an NBA game. He struggled at first, but his talent was undeniable. By his second season, he had already begun to make a name for himself, becoming a starter and earning his first All-Star selection. But it wasn't until the 2000 season that Kobe truly began to show the world just how extraordinary he was. Kobe Bryant's journey to greatness wasn't just about natural talent. It was about his dedication, his mindset, and his unwillingness to accept anything less than perfection. Over the years, Kobe's intensity became legendary. His Mamba mentality, a mindset of extreme focus, work ethic, and a relentless drive to improve, became the hallmark of his career. During the 2000s, Kobe's career reached new heights. He won 3 consecutive championships with the Lakers, alongside Shaquille O'Neal, creating one of the most dominant duos in NBA history. But even with the success, Kobe was not content. He demanded greatness from himself and from his teammates, pushing them to be better, to strive for more, and to never settle for mediocrity. Kobe Bryant's leadership journey began to take shape during the early 2000s, especially after the Lakers' success in winning 3 consecutive NBA championships from 2000 to 2002. While Shaquille O'Neal was the dominant force on the team during those years, Kobe's role evolved significantly, setting the stage for his transition into the face of the Lakers franchise. In the beginning, Kobe was often seen as the younger, more dynamic sidekick to Shaq's overpowering presence. However, Kobe's work ethic, skill development, and increasing confidence gradually transformed him into a primary figure on the court. By 2003, after winning his first Finals MVP and becoming one of the league's most complete players, Kobe was ready to step into a more prominent leadership role. This change was underscored by his desire to prove himself as the team's go-to player, capable of leading the Lakers to championship contention on his own. Despite their success, the relationship between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal began to deteriorate in the early 2000s, particularly after the 2003-2004 season. The duo had proven nearly unstoppable on the court, but their personal and professional differences started to create significant tension. Shaq's dominant presence often overshadowed Kobe's growth, and there were persistent rumors of a rift between the two superstars. The Lakers management, led by then general manager Mitch Kupchak and owner Jerry Buss, faced a difficult decision. The team could either keep Shaq, who was seen as the more established player, or move forward with Kobe, the future of the franchise. Ultimately, the Lakers chose Kobe, whose relationship with the team's leadership was stronger than with Shaq. In July 2004, Shaquille O'Neal was traded to the Miami Heat in a move that shocked the basketball world. The decision was a turning point for both the Lakers and Kobe Bryant. With Shaq's departure, Kobe was now the undisputed leader of the team, and the Lakers would be forced to rebuild around him. The trade had lasting ramifications. While Kobe's individual game was primed to lead the Lakers in a new direction, the franchise had lost its primary source of inside dominance and championship experience. Despite this, Kobe fully embraced the challenge, stepping into a role of greater responsibility as the team looked to re-establish itself as a contender without Shaq. Kobe Bryant earned his first MVP award in 2008, an acknowledgement of his dominance throughout the regular season. Despite his personal accolades, the Los Angeles Lakers fell short in the NBA Finals, losing to the Boston Celtics in a hard-fought series. The defeat marked a bitter end to an otherwise stellar season for Kobe, fueling his drive for redemption in the coming years. In 2009, Kobe and the Lakers had a chance to redeem themselves. They defeated the Orlando Magic in the finals to win Kobe's fourth championship. This victory was particularly significant as it marked the Lakers' return to glory after Shaquille O'Neal's departure, solidifying Kobe as the undisputed leader of the team. It was a crowning achievement in his career, showing his ability to lead a team to a title without Shaq. The following year, Kobe and the Lakers faced a familiar opponent in the Boston Celtics, who had defeated them 2 years prior. This time, Kobe's resilience in overcoming injuries and the mounting pressure was key in securing a 7-game series victory. The Lakers triumphed 4-3, and Kobe earned his 5th championship ring along with his 2nd Finals MVP award. His performance in Game 7, where he struggled with his shooting but contributed with key plays and defense, epitomized his leadership and determination, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest players in NBA history. Now let's talk about Kobe's personal and family life with Vanessa. Kobe Bryant's relationship with Vanessa Lane began in 1999, when they met on the set of a music video for the artist Far East Sidas. At the time, Vanessa was just 17 years old and a high school senior, while Kobe was 20 and already an emerging star with the Los Angeles Lakers. Their connection was instant, and they quickly became a couple, despite the media attention and public scrutiny surrounding their age difference. They kept their relationship private, and rumors swirled, but their bond only grew stronger. Despite their youth and the challenges that came with being in the spotlight, Kobe and Vanessa's relationship developed quickly. Just 6 months into their relationship, Kobe proposed to Vanessa, and in April 2001, the two were married in a private ceremony in Dana Point, California. The news was met with surprise by many, as the couple had been together for such a short time and had kept their relationship largely out of the public eye. Kobe and Vanessa's marriage was a source of both joy and difficulty over the years. They had 4 daughters: Natalia, born in 2003, Gianna, born in 2006, who became a key figure in Kobe's life, especially in his later years, Bianca, born in 2016, and Capri, born in 2019. Throughout the years, Kobe frequently expressed how much fatherhood changed his perspective on life and basketball. His relationship with his daughters was a defining part of his personal life. He was especially close to Gianna, who followed in her father's footsteps by playing basketball. Kobe embraced his role as a father and often shared stories of his parenting experiences, expressing immense pride in his daughters. His involvement in Gianna's basketball journey became one of his key focuses in the years leading up to her tragic death in 2020. As he spent hours mentoring her, teaching her the game and supporting her dreams, Gianna, who had aspirations to play in the WNBA, was often seen with Kobe at Lakers games and on the sidelines of her own youth basketball games, demonstrating the father-daughter bond they shared. Becoming a father completely shifted Kobe's mindset, both on and off the court. In interviews, he spoke openly about how his daughters made him a more grounded person, moving away from the intensity and singular focus on basketball that had defined his early career. His relationship with his children, particularly Gianna, revealed a softer side of Kobe, one focused on teaching, mentorship, and legacy building rather than just winning. This transformation also led to his post-basketball career, where he embraced storytelling, coaching, and guiding the next generation, particularly through his work with the Mamba Sports Academy. Kobe's shift toward mentorship reflected his growing belief in the importance of inspiring others and making a difference beyond just basketball. Kobe's life and career were severely affected by the sexual assault allegation made against him in 2003 by a Colorado hotel employee. The accusation shook the public, as Kobe was a beloved sports figure and one of the most high-profile athletes in the world. The legal case was a whirlwind, and during this period, Kobe's marriage to Vanessa was under intense pressure. In the face of public scrutiny and media gossip, Kobe's personal life became a subject of intense speculation, and his reputation suffered as a result. During this challenging time, Kobe and Vanessa's relationship endured significant strain. In the years following the legal battle, they faced public judgment and an emotional toll that threatened to tear them apart. However, the couple worked through their difficulties. In 2004, Kobe issued a public apology to his wife, his family, and the accuser, expressing regret for his actions, though he maintained his innocence regarding the criminal charges. Ultimately, the case was dropped after the accuser chose not to testify, and a civil lawsuit was settled out of court. Kobe's marriage to Vanessa survived the ordeal, and they both emerged from the experience stronger, though the incident had a lasting effect on Kobe's public image. In the years that followed, Kobe sought redemption in both his personal and professional life. He became more introspective, working to repair his image and rebuild trust with his family. The scandal didn't define his legacy in the long run, but it was a formative moment that shaped his perspective on life, particularly his views on relationships, fatherhood, and his role in the public eye. By the time of his retirement from the NBA in 2016, Kobe had become a respected figure, not only for his basketball accomplishments, but also for his resilience and commitment to his family. In the end, Kobe's life was defined by his unwavering love for his family, the deep bond he shared with his daughters, and his dedication to ensuring that his legacy went beyond basketball. His untimely death in 2020, along with Gianna and 7 others, tragically cut short a new chapter in his life. However, his impact as a father, mentor, and figure in the world of sports continues to resonate with fans and loved ones alike. Do you want to see how this story ends? Well, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Part 2 is just around the corner, but you'll have to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and get ready for the ride. The real drama's just about to start on the next part, and you'll be the first to know when it drops. I want you to tell me something we need to know. Thank you so much, and God bless you.